If you've wanted a smart doorbell camera that works well in your Apple home, you haven't had lots of great options. But now ecobee has a new smart doorbell camera, and spoiler alert, this thing has great image quality and on-device recognition of people and packages. And that's just the beginning. If you have an ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium and use their security system, this doorbell can really take your smart home to the next level. Now, let's look at all these features in detail to help you decide if this is the perfect setup for your front door. And thanks to ecobee for giving me early access to this new doorbell, sending me a Smart Thermostat Premium, and sponsoring this video. In the box, you get the doorbell, setup instructions, a wedge to adjust the camera angle, a chime adapter, and the necessary wires to connect everything up. The ecobee app takes you through an interactive version of the setup process that I found very easy to follow. Once you have your chime and doorbell installed and powered on, you can add it to your Wi-Fi in the ecobee app as well. Then, in the settings, you can choose to add it to Apple's HomeKit and scan the HomeKit code on the doorbell mount or in the manual. We'll talk more about the Apple Home details in just a minute. Having tried a number of doorbells over the years, I'm really impressed with the chime integration kit. ecobee made a system that fits inside my chime box, and it's easy to understand and wire up. Well, it's not required that you have an analog chime to use this doorbell. It's great that you can easily use it if you have one. We'll get into how I'm using the digital chime details in a minute. One of the things I really love about this smart doorbell camera is how easy it is to understand where the button is to press for the doorbell. This sounds like a simple idea, but it's not something you find on every smart doorbell in the market. Future visitors to your home will find this easy to use. Now, whether those guests are standing in the freezing cold or burning in the hot sun, your doorbell should still be working. It's rated to operate from -13 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 113 degrees Fahrenheit. This is an extremely wide official temperature rating for an outdoor camera. And if it rains or snows, the IP65 water and dust proofing will have you covered. For connectivity, the ecobee doorbell can use both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi to help with a stable network connection, even at further distances from your router. The camera on the doorbell provides a 175-degree field of view that is very wide and makes it easy to see people from head to toe and packages around your front door. As you might have noticed in my installation, the optional mounting plate can also help to angle the doorbell towards your door. This doorbell even has a built-in radar to help with people and package detection, but more on that in a minute. The 1080p HDR video from this camera is some of the sharpest I've seen at that resolution and has vivid colors even in the low light of dusk or dawn. The doorbell moves to black and white infrared video when it's completely dark outside. Videos are 1200 by 1600 portrait aspect ratio. In the doorbell settings, you can customize if clips are recorded for people, packages, and/or all motion events. You can also customize the detection zone to leave out areas like a busy street in front of your home. To make that kind of scenario even easier though, the built-in radar comes in handy. In the ecobee app, there's a setting to customize how close the doorbell something has to be to get recorded. By default, it's set to anything within 10 feet, but it can be as far as 30 feet and as close as 7. ecobee also has a smart focus feature you can try, which zooms to package and motion events, giving you more detail. Personally, I prefer seeing the whole field of view, but this feature could be just what you are looking for. ecobee's doorbell detects people and packages with on-device machine learning, so the only video going to the cloud is from recognized events. You also need to have two-step or two-factor authentication on your account to keep video secure. If you share your ecobee app control with others, they will need to add a phone number or code generator to their account as well in order to view the video. To share a recorded clip, go to the ecobee app and open the live view of the doorbell. Then tap View History, where you can see a list of times and large thumbnails of activity events. Choose the clip and tap the share button to save it to your photo library, message, or wherever else you want to send it. For $5 a month or $50 a year, you can get storage of video clips in ecobee's cloud for up to 30 days for a single smart video doorbell camera or ecobee Smart Camera. For unlimited cameras, it's $10 for the ecobee Smart Security Complete Plan. This also includes 24/7 professional home monitoring in the United States for more peace of mind, and not to mention you could save up to 10% on your homeowner's insurance for having this system in place. You also get a free 2-month trial of ecobee Smart Security per home. One other great feature of the ecobee app is the ability to activate a siren on the doorbell. This could be a very helpful feature to deter any suspicious activity you catch in the moment, and it's something I think is often overlooked by other camera makers. Once you add this doorbell to Apple's Home app, you can easily see a live view across your Apple devices. Viewing live video of the doorbell in Apple's Home app gives you quick access to nearby home devices like a smart lock to let people in or outdoor lighting. You can also get doorbell notifications from the Home app and customize if you want any of your HomePods or HomePod minis to ring with the doorbell chime. I have this turned on for the HomePod mini stereo pair in my office, but I keep it off in my kids' bedrooms. While you don't need an ecobee thermostat to use this doorbell, the integrations there really take this setup to the next level. With the ecobee Smart Thermostat Premium, you can view live video of the doorbell and use the microphone to talk to a person at the door. This automatically appears when someone rings your doorbell, and you can also customize inside the ecobee app if you want your thermostat to have access to this live view. The doorbell also serves as a camera for ecobee Smart Security. Now, speaking of the security system, you can control it with actions from the ecobee app in shortcuts. Personally, I added an action to arm my security system in the stay mode during my bedtime shortcut that also turns on my goodnight scene in Apple's Home app. Ecobee was the first company to support Siri in its thermostat. All of their temperature, door, and occupancy sensors also work in Apple's Home app for automation. This doorbell is adding to that lineup as another option that ties seamlessly into your ecobee and Apple Home setups. The ecobee Smart Doorbell Camera is available starting today in the US and Canada, and you can find links to get one in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel for free if you aren't already. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.